it do, baby?
Don't play no games, just let me know. Just keep it real, gotta keep it real with me.
Hi, you guys. If you're here right now, that means that your friend got a little something going on down there. Never fear. Tiana T is here. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown, the do's and don'ts of how to tell your friend that she or he has a body odor. This is probably going to be more toward women, because if a dude has a dude friend with a body odor, he's not just going to be like contemplating like, dang, how am I tell him he stinks? He probably is just going to either tell him or just not. Like, that's just what it is. Sadly, dudes be letting their friends walk around here stanky. So sad. But women, this is for you. Your friend has an odor. I'm going to tell you from personal experience what not to do and what to do. So let's get into it. Okay, number one, do have the combo in person or like on the phone, preferably in person. I know that you probably don't have the guts. Like, I didn't have the guts to do it in person because it just, the whole situation just intimidated me. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna tell this girl in person because, like, how do you come out and say something like that? How do you just say something like that? That's where I messed up. So do it in person. It's better to get info like that in person. Don't text it. Don't text it. Don't text it. Don't text it. Okay, now we got that figured out. I know some of y'all still gonna try to text it. Don't text it. I texted it. That was a terrible thing for me to do. Like, I was just too chicken to tell her in person. But I know it's hard out here for a real pimp, for a real friend, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Period. Let's look up if it's better to receive bad news in person or through text message. So it's better to receive bad news in person. It says it right here. I don't make the rules, so you gotta do it in person. You just have to. Do have the conversation alone. Don't bring Pookie. Don't bring your cousin, her friend, y'all's mutual friend. Don't bring anyone else to the chat. This is an embarrassing moment. You don't, like, even if you feel like it's gonna ease it up, don't do it. The least people that she feels like have noticed it, I feel like the better. Have it alone. Don't do it with people around. Please don't. Please. Number 3, do make sure that you are the only person that you bring up in the combo. Don't bring up any other person who you think may have noticed it, any other person that you have discussed it with. Then it creates a narrative in her mind that, oh, they've been talking about me. Y'all are supposed to be cool with me. Y'all supposed to be my friend, but y'all been talking about me type stuff. And I learned that firsthand. That's what happened with me. I decided to bring another girl into it because we were like, we're gonna tell her together because we had been smelling it. And so we were like, we want her to fix it. She's a pretty girl and we don't want people to continue talking about her. So we really have to tell her. But I just don't know how to communicate. I'm a bad communicator, baby. I could have the purest heart. I could have the best intention on earth. When I open my mouth and I actually start talking, all hell breaks loose. And then I'm just left looking like, what did I do? But it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Period. So don't be bringing anybody else into the chat. This is where I went wrong. I said that other people had noticed it. And she asked me, like, because I didn't want to be singled out. I didn't want her to think that I would just be telling her this. I wanted to have evidence behind. I wanted something to back me up while I was saying it. but you don't need anything to back you up. You alone telling a person that they smell, it should be enough. And if they don't listen off of that, then that's just them. But you alone should be enough. So you don't need anybody to back you up on this. This is terrible news. You don't need anybody to back you up on this. Okay? Okay. Do prepare for the conversation. Prepare. You need to prepare. This may be the end of y'all's friendship. So prepare. I feel like it was very important. And I guess it was very important to her, which is why we're not friends anymore. People don't like when people play with their image or how people perceive them or their reputation. So this is not going to be a light conversation, especially if they're that type of person. I would just recommend preparing. Don't go into the conversation just listen to this video and like, okay, I'm prepared. No, you really need to think this through. Well, what if she says this? You need to have the whole conversation in your head before you do. Do have the person that you're telling in mind before you tell them. If you know that the person is very serious about their image, real, like they're a pretty girl, everybody knows them, and they do not want to be known for having a body odor, don't go in the conversation taking it lightly. If they're your friend, you know them, and you know how they would take certain things if you have been friends for long enough. Don't go in there just listen to this video and thinking, okay, I'm going to follow these little guidelines, but don't tweak it to where it fits the person that you're telling the news. Okay? Do remind yourself why it is necessary to have the conversation. You know that you don't want this girl smelling. You know that if she's your friend, you don't want people talking about her. So remind yourself of that and remind her. Don't go into the conversation like, okay, I'm going to have this conversation because it needs to be done. Remind yourself why it needs to be done. Why it's so important to have the conversation before you have it. Okay? Okay. I really think that's all I have to say. So I'm just going to give you my background on the situation personally. Me and this girl were friends, and one day I decided that I needed to tell her. And I did it the wrong way. I brought another girl into it, and we texted it to her. You guys, like, the riskiest text I have ever seen. Like, risky. Because I knew the girl, and I knew what type of person she was, and I knew that she was not going to take it lightly, and she would probably try to turn it on me. So I knew that I had to have backup. But I should have just been like, you know, this is me telling you this. I'm your friend. Either you take it or leave it. But at least I told you. That's what I'm saying. Don't have so much weight on your shoulders to where you think the world is going to end if she doesn't, you know, fix it. You have to realize everyone is their own person. And you cannot beat someone and make them fix an odor. Tell them, and now the weight is off your shoulders. Like, I told her I'm a good friend. I could sleep at night knowing that I told her. You don't have to do the most. You don't have to do the extra. Okay? I'm just letting you know. But yeah, that's what I did, and we're not friends anymore to this day because of I told her that. That's the worst thing that could happen in the situation. Like, I really didn't think that that was how it was gonna go, but that's how it went. If you really care about her, and if you really want to keep her around, follow these steps. If you have this problem, please let me know if this video was helpful or not. Comment. And then give me a thumbs up, please. Subscribe. Click that bell button so that you're notified every time that I post a video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.